May 1st is over, which means we have seen the first rehearsals of every act in semi-final 1. That is 18 acts times 3. You do the math to get the minutes. It's a lot of song. We've had a lot of time to think about it, so let's go around and name our predicted qualifiers. Are you ready? Let's do this! And now this is very strange. This is very weird. We all independently drafted our top 10, not who we want to qualify, but who we think will qualify. And all three of us had the exact same list, which is very, very bizarre. So we'll just read it. It's Armenia, Moldova, Poland, Greece, Portugal, Azerbaijan, Finland, Sweden, Australia, and Latvia. And that was in no particular order. That was just the 10 qualifiers. Who do you guys think are the dead cert qualifiers of the 10 we have named definitely going through?
I have Armenia, certainly, 100%. Sweden, because of their track record. And I'd probably also say Greece, actually, because I think that they've done a really good job, and it's a very good part of the running order. I mean, Armenia and Sweden are quality, and that is part. And they also have good places in the running order, but they're quality. Greece has that extra little something.
I think Greece is quality. It's memorable.
Yeah.
And I would add to the dead certs.
Portugal. Well,
Portugal. I think the juries are going to love this. The people will love this, but I think the juries will 100% get behind this.
I think of all the songs we've named, the one that would be in the most danger would be Finland and Blackbird.
In danger, so potentially not qualified.
Yeah, out of the top 10. Finland I would have as 10th and Australia 9th.
Yeah.
And I think the other 8, I can't see the other 8 not qualifying.
I think Latvia, there's a danger that people might not get her because she can be a bit aggressive on camera, it feels like. So maybe it will put some people off. I can't imagine many grannies around Europe voting for Triana Park. But then again, it's a semi-final. Are the grannies really watching? I doubt it. I think that this has its niche and it has the best running order. It is last on stage.
I was just about to say the running order is definitely going to help this, because if it wasn't last, I might worry about it.
Yeah, I mightn't even have it in my top 10 if it wasn't last. Like my top 10 predictions, because it's the running order. I can't remember the last time a song in the last place didn't get through.
Yeah,
I think.
Which wasn't too long ago, 2013.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to say there are some songs, this is just who we think will go through, not who we necessarily want to go through. I would probably swap in Montenegro. I'm not sure who I would get rid of.
That's really hard because
it's
so hard because there are a lot of these 10 are generally all really, really good. And then there are some very good songs just below them as well. So you've got Czech Republic, who have really surprised us. You've got Montenegro, who we all adored yesterday. But then you think, is he right? Is he on too early? That's the big consideration with Montenegro.
And it's hard to know, because in the past, Nina Zizic, Who See, that was an amazing song. We really loved it, and the juries killed it. But of course, the jury is slightly different this year. There's not the drag effect we had in years past. I would love to see Montenegro in the final. I just don't know if that will happen.
Well, if I had the power to kick 2 people out of the final, it would be Isaiah Fairbreath and Cassia Moss, and I'd just like, bye. And in would come Slavko Kalesic and Martina Barta, which is kind of very contradictory in a way, because they're both completely different. One is just pure simplicity and the rest is completely over the top camp. But I think the final would be richer for having both of them.
I agree that the final would be richer for having both of them. Montenegro, I want to see Montenegro in the final desperately. I'm curious to see what actually happens.
I mean, obviously, if it was my personal choice, I would see Slovenia replacing Armenia. I'm just joking. No, I would. Personal taste won't shock anybody. I would remove Portugal and put Montenegro in, just because I love Montenegro so much, and I've never appreciated the Portuguese song. That being said, I respect Portugal enough to put it into my top 10, because
in your predicted top 10.
Yeah, in my predicted top 10, just because it's not something that I would enjoy, but I appreciate that lots of people do. I think the big thing that we all need to talk about is a certain
Blanche.
Yeah.
Blanche isn't here. Blanche. There's nothing going on. She's not on our list. This is really surprising, because ahead of rehearsals, she was definitely in all of our top 5. She's my number 1 studio, but I can't even remember it, to be honest. After seeing all these rehearsals in quick succession, she really faded from memory. And I don't think, based on the vocal performance or the camera cuts and staging we saw, that she would go through. I think this could sadly prove to be the fan wink of the year unless they get it together by their second rehearsal.
Yeah, I think that singers like Martina and Demi have stolen her thunder. They're on stage on their own. I know Demi has her dancers, but for the most part, it's just them. But they have the stage presence and the charisma and the staging to back them up. Blanche, I don't know whether she doesn't have the training or the confidence or she's just shy, but she's just lost. And the staging doesn't complement the song or her performance, or they haven't tried. It's not like, I don't know, maybe her personality she can't give anymore, maybe she's giving as much as she is, but the stage designers haven't kind of clicked and said, well, we can't make her own this stage, so let's make it more intimate, yeah. But yeah,
I mean, this is the thing. We're doing these predictions after the first set of rehearsals. Maybe the second set will change. I mean, I definitely think there's countries like Albania
just about to say.
could rise up. Georgia could rise up. Iceland certainly say that they will change things. Cyprus, all of them. I think the only one that I would say definitely, I still think the Czech Republic are probably going home, in all honesty. And I think Slovenia is DOA as well, but you've got 16 songs which are all in with a shot of 10 spaces. I think Albania are at risk, certainly, of being in that like bottom kind of group, but Lindita sells it so well.
And that's the thing, and they will improve. She goes early in the running order, which is what really annoys me, because if that song went later, I think it'd be more memorable. She is really selling it. She's amazing. I want her to go through, and she still could sneak through, because I do think the juries will be wowed by her voice, and it's the most freestyle, I'm gonna do my hair while I sing song. So maybe people will get behind her. It's just a very tough semi-final.
See, if there weren't so many other female balladeers in the semi, she'd probably get through. But we're looking at Tamara, we're looking at Cassia, we're looking at Norma Jean, we're looking at Demi. And then there's even the ballads they're not strictly speaking power ballads, but with Artsvik, Martina, Svala. There's so many females singing some form of a ballad that I think Lindita will be forgotten about, and she can do all the Mariah Carey impressions she wants, but she's lost.
She's got spaceships, she's got flying boats, y'all.
Yeah, it's just painful that we've got so many great performers with perhaps songs that aren't that they're too good for the songs, perhaps in some cases, because I do feel like a lot of the time we've said it's the song or the staging that's letting them down. I mean, Tamara can sing the house down if she wants to. Lindita can. Svala was great today vocally, but the staging wasn't right. Will they get that right? It's just so hard, this one. And I was struggling to predict semi-final 2 before this. I'm dreading that now based on this.
I'm exhausted. I have a headache. This is just, it breaks my heart to even have to say that some acts are going home. In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? What are your 10 predicted qualifiers? Not necessarily who you want to go through, but who you think will go through based on the first rehearsals. Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
And subscribe while you're at it.
And like and share the video so everybody else can know what your predictions and our predictions are.
And we will see you later.
Bye.